scene, people. This is Matthew and
Summer.
And this is the second part of our 80s throwback retrospect reviews of, Ghostbusters, which we talked about with our colleague Julien, who isn't here because, the bright lights, because, this is how we light the green room and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, the bright lights kind of got him, man. He melted.
He revealed himself as a gremlin.
Yeah, he melted, like straight up. Like, it was just messed up, Joe.
Yeah.
Like, we were filming, maybe I might put this out, but it's just too graphic for young audiences,
It
right?
might scar you.
Yeah. But yeah, it's just the two of us, and we're going to be talking about Gremlins, right? Which also came out in 1984, same day, directed by Joe Dante, who directed, Gremlins 2, which I'll talk about in a bit. And he did Wolfen, right?
Yes.
Yes, which was a show that I saw once, and I forgot how it went. But yeah. But I remember, really enjoying Wolfen, but it's just ages ago since I saw that.
I did as well.
Yeah. So, little history about the Gremlins franchise, right? Well, I guess it's just two movies, right? Mm-hmm. So I did not see the first one. Obviously, I didn't see the first one because I wasn't born. But the second one, which came out in 1990, I do remember seeing. I do remember going to Windsor. Yes, rest in peace to Windsor. This is where I saw movies such as Ghost Dad and Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. Yeah, I believe I saw Gremlins 2 with Ghost Dad. I think that was the double.
I can't remember where I was for Gremlins, but I think it might have been Astor Cinema in Woodbrook.
Wow.
Yeah.
Astor, yo.
Yeah, because Astor was the cinema that used to show more kid-related stuff.
Right.
So for me, it was either always Globe or Astor, depending on the movie.
Yeah. And one scene in particular blew my 6-year-old mind when I saw it. Or was I 5? I can't remember. That was when the movie actually, this is Gremlins we're talking about, right? Where the movie literally stops and you see the Gremlins just do like this hand puppet thing. Bunny Rabbit. I never saw a meta joke in my life. I didn't know what meta was this. I didn't know you could stop a movie and break the fourth wall. I was like, what is this?
Yes.
And then afterwards
you see... I think of any movie that did it before that, and I can't.
What do you mean with characters break the fourth wall?
Yeah, in the 80s like that.
First Bueller's Day Off did that.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Matthew Broderick.
First Bueller came out, though?
That was 86. I only saw that years later on, though, on TV6, right?
Yeah.
But, so my mind was blown the moment where you cut to the audience and you see Hulk Hogan come and say,
"Okay, you guys, listen up. People pay good money to see this movie. When they go out to a theater, they want cold sodas, hot popcorn, and no monsters in the projection booth. Do I have to come up there myself? Do you think the Grimsters can stand up to the Hulkster? Well, if I were you, I'd run the rest of Gremlins 2 right now." Sorry, folks. It won't happen again.
I was like, yo, this movie is amazing, right? But I gotta confess something, in retrospect, it kind of doesn't really hold up all that well. Just to talk about Gremlins so far, but I get the joke of it, right? It's really this satirical take on sequels, right? The idea of Hollywood just putting out these bigger is better sequels, so that's the point of it. So everything is much bigger and over the top. And the thing is, look at it now, some of the jokes don't really land as much. And it kind of blurs between, okay, we actually try to be funny here, and we try to be satirical here. It kind of blurs that line way too much. So not too sure when they're being ironic or when they're being comedic now.
Right.
And because some of the jokes don't really land as much as they want to, it's just all right, should I laugh at this or should I be like, ha ha, that's funny because this is how Hollywood sequels are, ha ha ha.
I have fond memories of 2, though.
Right.
But I didn't really watch it for this.
Okay.
So, unfortunately, it's not fresh in my mind. But I remember always liking 2 a little bit more. Mm-hmm. So I would like to rewatch it and see if what you say, if that holds true for me as well.
I believe Joe Dante really did we talked about this before. He really preferred this one over the original one because he was able to take jabs at, the Hollywood machine, that's the way how they make films. Especially with the era when this came out, 1990, around the time when, movies being so much bigger and larger in life, right? Yeah. But it pretty much failed at the box office, though. A lot of people didn't really get the jokes. I myself didn't really find they worked all that well. I think to me the biggest problem with Gremlins 2 is just that it didn't have the horror feel like the
I was
first
about
one.
to say that.
This
The
one was
first
just all
one-
slapstick and, creepy creatures doing
The first one
creepy
is
stuff.
definitely, to me, a horror movie.
Yes,
As
yes.
a kid, I was always drawn to horror. Thank you. I had cool parents that would let me watch horror.
Your parents
And
was cool. Mine was.
Gremlins.
Like, no, Mats, don't watch that, don't watch that.
Gremlins is very much a horror movie, and there's a little bit of trivia there too as well. The MPAA invented the PG-13 rating for Gremlins Part 1.
Because of Gremlins Part 1.
Gremlins Part 1. And
which we'll talk
because
about. Yeah.
they were like, okay, it's not PG, but it's a little too violent to be PG,
Yeah,
but
for
it's not
kids.
violent enough to be rated R.
Exactly.
So here we go, PG-13.
Yeah. So you don't have my notes. Once again, you go it off of memory.
Yes.
I don't know how you could do this.
I've been asked, how do you do that?
Yeah.
What's this fresh in there? I could pull from my head.
No, but it's just some stuff in it that I was like, all right, I need to write this down, right?
Yeah.
So I love how it starts off, just simple, right?
Yeah.
With the 40s, I think it is, the Warner Brothers, that theme song that. What I love about it, how subtle it is, it set up the whole feel of the town, right?
Yes.
Of Kingston Falls. This sort of circa 40s, 50s era kind of thing. So it always feels like you're just watching an old school Christmas movie, right?
Yeah.
But this is not that. This is something totally different, right? And we're introduced to Randall Peltzer. I forgot the actor's name. Basically, he's an inventor and he's technically narrator at the very beginning and the end of the movie.
Yes.
I love this running gag that they have with him, that everything that he creates literally is faulty.
Yeah.
So even at home, he has all these Peltzer products, all these patent
He's
products.
that
and
kind
none
of
them work.
inventor. Nothing works.
So he goes to Chinatown because, it's the 80s, so, you have to be Chinatown and China, right?
It's exotic.
Yeah, Big Trouble in Little China, which came out a couple of years, kind of touch on that too. But it's also something about China at the time. Well, I guess it's the politics and stuff, right? Yeah, so he goes to Chinatown, and the idea is that he's looking for a gift for his son, Billy, for Christmas. Well, Billy played by Zach Galligan. Haven't seen him in
Which
anything
is
else.
weird when you think about it, because the way he talks about his son in that movie.
Yeah, you swear it's
you're
like a little
picturing
kid.
a kid.
Yeah.
You're picturing, it's like, I have to find the perfect gift for my son. It seems like something a parent would be tracking down for a very young child.
Yeah, dude's he's not even a teenager. He's a young adult.
19,
Yeah.
18, 19, somewhere around there,
Yeah.
He has a job. Wait, what? It has to be the perfect gift for my son. It's kind of weird.
Right, yeah. And then he goes into this old antique store owned by this old Chinese guy who actually showed up in the sequel.
Yeah.
And, they were threatening to buy out his place, but he didn't. And then he died, and then he just demolished it, right? Which is kind of messed up. But anyway.
Yeah.
And, he notices his box, and, it's shaking, and then you hear, oh gosh, the cutest little shrilling in it.
Yes. Yes, he's already singing.
What's he doing?
Singing. He does that sometimes.
Every time I hear that, I'm like, oh, this is so cute. You know what I mean? But then, his grandson, who look at it now, I was always wonder because, Steven Spielberg was involved.
Yeah.
Is that the same kid from
Sure.
Indiana Jones
Yeah,
and the Temple of Doom? It's not, but it looks like him. He had the baseball cap.
Yeah,
And
no, I don't think it's the same kid.
Yeah.
The voice
he
is
doesn't do the
different.
annoying Mr. Jones, da, 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 which I hate about that guy.
Yeah, that character again has not aged well.
Yeah. And on the subject of that, right? Well, I'll get back to the show, right?
It's short round, yeah.
Yeah. So I know that Steven Spielberg was going through some hell in that era. I think it's personal, with his wife and all that kind of stuff. You can Wikipedia it, right? But it's like he was in this dark creative zone there. So when you look at Temple of Doom, it is probably incredibly dark though.
It is, and I love
it. It's PG rated,
It's my favorite indie movie, by the way. I know it's to people.
It's not for me. It's the last one came out in 2000.
It came out same year, right? As
Yeah,
Gremlins,
it did. But this one is
and
third
made more
place for
money
me.
than Gremlins.
Yeah, this one is third place for me because I just find it was just too dark, but it just took away from it.
Kalima.
Pulling out hearts,
I
having
love
kids
it.
as
My
slaves,
little horror loving heart loved it.
eating monkey brains.
Yeah.
What? No, man.
Zombie children.
That's messed up.
Zombie
That's messed up.
indie. I had a blast with that movie as a kid.
Maybe if I watch it now, I'll appreciate it. But when I was
Yeah.
young, I was like, no, this is This is messed up,
people talk about how dark Temple of Doom is. People's faces were melting off in Raiders of the Lost Ark, okay?
But those are Nazis.
Yeah, but still.
I'll bring up Raiders of the Lost Ark there at the end. Good thing you bring up that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know, boy. Is that coupled with, even though he executive produced this, is like just the level of, let me say violence, right? For the sake of this
I think a lot of people forget how violent Gremlins is. They think back that it's this cutesy 80s movie.
Yeah, and you realize,
it's messed up. It is messed up.
So basically, the old guy at the shop is just like, no, this is not for sale.
Yeah, it's too much responsibility, basically.
Yeah, and Randall's just like, all right, cool, I go on. And then when the kid kind of comes in and gives her the box, like, well, okay, you could go with it. You know, my grandfather's crazy, man.
Yeah.
You know, give me
I
$2,000.
remember that. In my mind, I remembered it. Before rewatching it, I remembered it as the old man selling it to him.
Yeah, I somehow you remember that
my
too.
brain remembered it like that. And
me
I
too.
was like, holy crap, no, it's his grandson went behind his back and he's like, no, we need the money. Give me the money, but yeah, what? This is what you need to do. Don't get it wet. Don't,
Right. And this is something that I absolutely love about this movie.
Yeah.
The rules. It's so simple, but it's so damn easy to break.
That's the thing too, is that in watching this movie, I've always, even as a kid, I've been like, why are people so stupid? Because to me,
that's basically what Gremlins is about.
Yeah,
why are people so stupid?
It's 3 very simple rules, and I'm sorry to say, it makes white people look bad.
it does, man. Wow, how they break those rules.
Yeah.
How they do it in the show is like really dumb.
Oh my gosh.
And basically the rules is keep the Mogwai, right? Because that's what Gizmo is, right? Keep the Mogwai away from light.
Cantonese word, by the way, for devil, demon, or gremlin.
Ah, yes, you're right. Especially sunlight. Sunlight will kill him. Mm-hmm. Don't get him wet.
Yep.
At all. Basically keep him away from water, right?
Yeah.
And the most important rule, never, ever, ever feed him after midnight. And how they break that rule, boy, I'll get to that. But that was pretty smart how they worked that in, right?
Yeah.
So next shot is it's basically this billboard, and it is Indiana Jones inspired, right?
Yeah.
Even right down to the font that they use. But instead, it's this DJ, Rockin' Ricky Rialto, which is like so 40s, by the way. That's the idea behind it. And then they hear the Christmas song, and it's just so, it's so reminiscent of 40s and 50s, Americana.
Yes.
And this is something that really makes this movie sound right.
Sort of thing, yeah.
That's that idea of how suburbia and how life was. And there's this foreign element coming and just kind of messing things up, right?
Yes.
If you dig it deeper, you'll see the message, right? The music for this, by the way, is done by the great Jerry Goldsmith. I love the music for this. The score for this works so well. In particular,
the Gremlin score is pretty
that Gremlin score, that T song, that you know how they bring it in. It's just so mischievous, but it fits them so well. It's just so 80s when he synthesizes that do 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 do. It just works so well, right? See, one piece of music that I really do love though is Mrs. Deagle's. The grumpy, the Scrooge character.
Like evil.
Good morning, Mrs. Deagle.
What's good about it?
Oh.
And she's just like the worst, snobbiest person ever.
She just really wants to kill Billy's dog. That is so messed up.
So the scene where he goes into his workplace, so he works at a Baghdad. See the dog is like...
This is what's left of my imported barbarian snowman. Your dog broke it this morning.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry. Just tell me how much I owe you. I'll be more than happy to...
I don't want money. I want your dog.
Barney?
Give him to me. I'll take him to the kennel. They'll put him to sleep. It'll be quick and painless compared to what I could do to him.
And I have this one scene before she go into the bank where this poor woman and she two kids coming in, is like, well, mortgage, blah blah blah.
Yeah, my husband just got a job, but we need some time.
I was like, well,
the bank and I have the same purpose in life: to make money, not to support a lot of deadbeats.
Mrs. Deagle, it's Christmas.
Well, now you know what to ask Santa for, don't you?
Like, job, boy, that real
it's a
brutal,
very,
boy.
very 80s Scrooge type character.
Yeah. And right off the bat, this is something else I love about this movie. There's the underlying theme of, just consumerism. Just the idea that it's Christmas time and people want to have some money to, to buy something for the kids or just to get by. Yeah. But no, they have to take out a loan or they can't pay on this loan, so people are suffering, you know what I mean? And, it just hits so hard for me, though, because, sometimes like Christmas time, I'll be like, can I afford this?
Yeah.
Can I buy this from a mall?
That stress
that kind of thing. You really do feel that. And it's reflected on the character of Katie, or Kate, sorry. It's played by Phoebe Cates, another actress who I haven't seen in the movie ever.
Yeah, I think she stopped acting.
Okay, yeah. And basically her talking about why she hates Christmas, basically with, then she talks about how the suicide rate is so high because, people just can't get by, just like,
people lonely and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah. And it leads to a powerful moment, I would say, one of the most depressing things I've ever heard ever in my life.
Yes.
But
that's messed up. That story is messed up.
It is.
I don't think Spielberg was having a good
That's what I'm saying. The man was going through a rough patch.
Yeah.
Like, he was just in this, like, creative dark zone, but it's like, I don't care, though. I just gotta have people rip other people's hearts out and zombie kids.
It's like, screw the holidays, screw families, screw the suburbs.
And cute creatures and killing people. Like, I don't care, though, John. I don't care. You know what I mean? So he comes home, dad is there, and, well, you see Gizmo for the first time. And, looking at it now, to this very day,
very cute.
That's a real cute.
Yeah, it holds up.
Jesus Christ, that is a cute ass creature. You know what I mean?
If you've seen a Furby, you've seen a less cute version of Gizmo.
Yeah. And what I love is, like, every time they say Mogwai, he says Mogwai.
Yes.
Mogwai.
What?
Mogwai.
It's just so cute. And then when he does his singing, he
little bat ears.
The bat ears. Is he eyes? Is he mouth? You just want to, like, kiss the damn thing.
Yeah, I love the, like, anything with that, sometimes you see it and it doesn't hold up, but I think it holds up really well. Up to now, you watch that and you're like, I can believe that thing's alive.
Yeah. We also introduced to the neighbor, Mr. Futterman. I forgot the actor who played him. But I like how they kind of establish him as being this kind of drunk character. He will get drunk and stuff, but, when you think about the underlying theme, it's like, I don't believe me. It's Christmas. Yeah. Shit not really going your way.
Yeah,
so
I think he's Spielberg in this movie. He's a character just.
Yeah, and he's just so cynical. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And he's the one who coins the term Gremlins in the movie, right?
Yeah. Gremlins. You got to watch out for the foreigners because they plant gremlins in their machinery.
The idea of Gremlins, you saw that in Twilight Zone. There's something on the wing of the plane. It's supposed to be a gremlin, So people always blame Gremlins for anything where there is mechanical failure. That sort of thing.
It's basically Billy's friend, who's played by Corey Feldman, of all people. Like, Corey Feldman's in this, right? Shows up, right? And it's like, oh, he's so cute and whatnot. Yeah. And then, by accident, they're just spilling some water that was in a jar on Gizmo and on Gizmo's backstory.
I forgive that. In watching it, I forgave it.
It's a simple accident.
It's a simple accident. It's what came after is what pissed me off. But go ahead.
Right. Because I can't remember if the dad told him about the rules.
Yes, he did.
He did, right.
Yeah.
But, right.
And Billy just seems so unconcerned when Gizmo got wet. Because to me, Billy was annoying the hell out of me. It's like, your dad told you don't get him wet, right? Yeah. You see, he's like in pain.
And he seems cool with a boat and all these like footballs just popping out.
The actor wasn't a good actor, Zach Galligan at the time or whatever, but his facial expression is like, what's happening here? Like, that's your pet. Shouldn't you be concerned that it looked, because the reaction is almost like acid fell on him. Yeah. So, he's just like,
yeah, even right down to when Corey played with the lamp, it's like, bright light. You know what I mean? Like this, he doesn't convey the concern.
There's no sense of concern for the rules and what effect those rules could have. Yeah. Right.
So as the water, falls on his back and literally it is like acid. You see like steam and whatnot. You see all these footballs popping out of Gizmo's back. And then they're looking down and then afterwards you're like seeing like these kind of weird altered versions of Mogwai. Yes. It's kind of funny how they just grow like instantaneously, right? But that's part of the rules, part that I don't understand. But I'll get to that in a bit, right? And both of them kind of noticed that they were all weird and stuff like that. Like, no, sorry, they're not weird. That was like in the second one.
They're different from Gizmo. Yeah. He does mention that in this one that he finds these are not as maybe as nice.
Yeah. They're always kind of aggressive a little bit. They bite it.
He does ask Gizmo too, what's wrong? Because Gizmo's reaction instantly is like he's very sad and very concerned that these things are now here.
Yeah. And they making a lot of noise. I was like, which I'd be laughing though. You know? The way how they were eating and stuff like that, they were throwing chicken bones and stuff like that.
Yeah, and very quickly it's established that Stripe is their leader.
Yes. One of them, Stripe, who I love, by the way.
Stripe, and
and he's like the one who just counted them, like tell them what to do there. And then you're thinking, okay, well, they have one on one now, okay, but then you realize shit started getting kind of dark too. In one scene when I saw it, I was like, wow, y'all really went there. They tied up the dog with the Christmas lights with snow falling outside. I'm like,
sleep like nothing happened. All snuggly away.
That is hardcore.
It's a very cute scene prior to that. He's in there in bed and he has them all tucked away in a blanket underneath in a box. So it's like, oh, he's taking care of them, and then he hears this howling. Right? And he goes to find his dog basically hung. And Stripe is in the box like, he's just cool with what he did.
I imagine if you're a dog lover, you're probably like, just chase and you want that. Like, is that too damn? What do you think about it? It's like, jeez, man. Really?
Yeah. And I do like that they instantly think it's the evil woman from the bank. It is logical to think she's the one who did it. Yeah.
Exactly. But that was some like torturous kind of shit though. And this is one thing this game, your money Gremlins, they were like straight up torture people. Like in the second one, they were really torturing Gizmo in that one.
Yeah.
In this one, they do some of that. That's a little bit, but how they start off with the dog, I was like, oh my, y'all just don't care. But I love the setup of the cocoons basically. Basically, it starts off with Billy is watching Invasion of the Body Snatchers, right? The old school version of it, right? The 50s version, right? And if you remember that, the idea of these pod people.
Yes.
So, and then this perfect setup of, of course, the golden rule, never feed them after midnight, right? So Strike hatches his plan basically, right, with the others. And cuts the cable, actually bites off the cable to the radio itself. So Billy is thinking that it's almost close to 12 thus. He can feed them whatever, right? And then you wake up in the morning and you see like these sort of cocoons, right? These kind of pods, right?
Yes.
So he goes to his college basically, right? The scientist that works there.
This part pisses me off. But go ahead.
And you had this one, and the black guy who worked in there.
Yeah.
And he had one of the gremlins, right?
He has Gizmo.
Yeah, he has Gizmo, right?
Gizmo, yeah.
And like he injects him.
No,
sorry. He's extracting blood from him.
Billy took water and deliberately wet Gizmo.
Yes.
I am like, are you freaking kidding me?
That's how he do it. It's like, this is how they react when they hit it with water.
Yes.
And Gizmo's like flailing and popping out too.
He's flaying. He's in pain. One pops out, and he's like, and the guy's like, okay, I'll keep this one to experiment on it, and you can go home with that. Are you kidding me?
Yeah. And at the moment when he extracts the blood from Gizmo was borderline creepy actually.
It
was dark.
Mean.
It was dark.
It's like these people don't give a shit at all.
And is he smile on the man's face like, don't worry, just a little pinprick, whatever.
Yes.
Right?
Well, he gets his just desserts later on.
He does. So at the same time though, you see like the pod started hatch and whatnot.
Yeah.
And the design of that was pretty cool as well. Yeah. It's very creepy, 80s monster stuff, right?
Yeah.
With the smoke and all that kind of stuff. It's done very well, right? And then, of course, the Gremlins are born, right? And then we get this perfectly laid out scene involving Billy's mom. I just love how they build the tension with this, right?
Yeah.
So she's
a badass.
She's a badass, right? She's hearing all this noise and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then, one of them, they just like scooping around the place, right? And McGill have this kitchen knife thread. and she takes out not one but 3 gremlins.
Yes, in one go.
After the next.
In one go, yeah.
So the first one was in the husband kind of weird blender.
Thing,
so
yeah.
she just blends one. The next one she stabs to death. I'm like, yo.
It's brutal.
Yo.
Yeah.
This like psycho shit goes off, right? And the last one has the best death in the entire movie. And this was the one that, this is the one that helped build the whole PG-13 rating by the way. This moment, Gremlin inside the microwave.
Yes.
Put him inside, put this thing to boil, and then boom! I love it. You see, when it started open, and then explosion.
Yeah. I love
that
scene.
That was brilliant. That was brilliant.
That is the best scene in the movie. Because she is like, get out of my kitchen.
Yeah.
That's the whole thing. Get out of my kitchen.
And set up with it too, where you see one of them eating the what is right?
The gingerbread
cookies. Gingerbread cookie. He's just like,
I love the designs, by the way, of these Gremlins.
The design of the Gremlins are really, really
I
great.
keep trying to see like how they were making them move, and I couldn't quite figure it out. I was like, this is pretty good. Whatever. If I can't see it, I can't see the strings or whatever.
Yeah.
The people. I think they did a good job. I like the designs for these creatures.
Yeah, but that microwave scene blew my mind the first time I saw it. I was like, that is awesome. I love that. Every time I see it, it's like, yo, this is incredible. But it starts to that in particular.
Yeah.
That's how we have the PG-13 rating.
Single-handedly took out most of Stripe's team right there.
Yeah. And then we get a scene that, looking at it now, is kind of disturbing. But, alright, I would say, I'll tell you why, right? Because the way how that whole sequence was, it has this slasher vibe, right? Remember, it's the 80s, slash movies were big. Literally every week you would have some kind of cheap knockoff of Friday the 13th or Halloween, right? So, seeing her with the knife and doing her stuff was really badass and stuff, right? But thinking you have this killer thing inside of your Christmas tree, though, and how it falls on her, and then you hear the music, and like they just grab it at her. It's like, this shit is horrific, though.
Yeah.
It's still kind of PG-ish, of course, but
it's
I
very
look at it
dark
like it's
for
very
what
dark
it is.
for what it is. Yeah. So around this time, Billy comes back in and he's like, oh my god, these gremlins are hatching down, all that kind of stuff. And Stripe escapes. Yeah. And he follows him into this YMCA building. And from there, it had this moment where Stripe literally just jumps into the pool. Yeah. And it all lights up in really 80s style.
Bubble, yeah.
The lighting for that scene, though, like, really? All that lights from you just going into this pool, though? Interesting.
Yeah, the lights didn't make sense, but the bubbling...
the bubbling made perfect sense, right? Yeah. The lighting was like, really? Okay.
Why is this thing glowing green?
Like, there's no party going on there, And then we had this shot, which is just straight up, not computer, straight up
stop motion
animation. Yeah. Where you see Spike walking, you see like this whole legion, like a whole army of them walking right behind. If you were a kid and you saw that, you'd be creeped the hell out by that,
like
right?
100 at this point, like at least 100 of them in that shot.
But that brings up one flaw with Gremlins itself. So when you throw water on a mogwai, right? These little, and the fullballs pop out. Yeah. Okay, they turn into mogwai. Yeah. So when a gremlin is doused in water, instantaneously you see fully grown gremlins.
Shouldn't it turn into a mogwai? It's like, is the gremlin a separate creature?
Like that just jumped the evolutionary ladder real quick.
It doesn't make sense really when you think about it.
Yeah.
How I look at it is, if the gremlin is the full grown form of the mogwai or the evil form, then the gremlin should not be able to reproduce. That should be the form. That should be the last form.
Exactly.
Really, what they should do is kidnap Gizmo and then keep wetting him.
Yeah, let he be the person who spawns all these things.
It would make more sense that he is the producer of these things and not Spike could just get wet.
Yeah,
and make
Stripe,
more gremlins. Stripe, could get wet and make more of these gremlins. So,
and then we get one of my favorite montages where you hear the team song. And it just works so well, especially with the synth music. It's just like, it's dark, but it's very naughty and mischievous. So you just laughing at everything.
And they laugh while they do everything.
I just love how they just kind of watch each other like,
everything with that phenomenon.
When they play with the traffic lights, I was laughing. That was so funny. They get back at Mr. Futterman. And what was funnier is that they went into his snowplow, right? Yeah. Which he was talking about in the very beginning is the one vehicle that he trusts, right?
Yes.
And they like straight up attack him and his wife too.
With the snow.
And in my head I tell myself, alright, they're dead, right?
Yeah, I thought so too.
And then part 2 come around and I see this show back up. Apparently they didn't die.
I
so
thought
Mr. Futterman ended up getting some like psychiatric treatment because he got attacked by gremlins.
Yes.
What?
Because remember what happened is too, the town played it off like it was a hallucination, a mass hallucination.
Again with the mass hallucination
stuff. And that none of this actually ever happened. So he now has to seek psychiatric treatment.
Yeah.
For something that never happened.
You know? So. And you get some really nice gags like I love the one with the gremlin that was in the mailbox. Yeah. That's cool. It's like, oh, you putting something there? Yeah, cool. It grabs him.
I did not warn the man at all. Just wait to see what would happen.
Yeah, but one of the funniest moments though, but this is like the example of the dark humor it has, right?
The cat lady.
Before we get to the cat lady, right? But the setup of this was cool. So it's basically where Billy goes to the police and tell them, well, being overrun by gremlins, and they're all like laughing at him though. These two cops, right? These two asshole cops. So they're just driving around, right? And they see this guy dressed in this Santa Claus outfit. Yeah. We attacked by gremlins. And one of them say,
Jesus, Frank, that's Dave Myers. He does Santa every year.
Get him
What the hell is he doing now? What's that stuff he's got all over him?
It's just the delivery of that don't work for me. This is so dark, right? But then we had, basically my second favorite death in the movie.
Yes.
Mrs. Deagle's demise.
Yes.
Well, yes, she's a cat lady. Because of course she's a cat lady. Of course.
It's so messed up. It's just...
Yeah. But yeah, so basically they just mess up the chain that she has.
No, it's a scene when they're caroling before that kills me.
The la 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 la.
Yeah, because she thinks they're carolers at the door and she hates carolers.
Yes,
and she goes out to wet them, by the way, because it's snowing and it's just a bunch of gremlins. And she's like, what the hell are these things?
And one of them just kind of disables the box.
So it's like, Stripe, isn't it? Stripe is the one who messes with her chair.
Yeah.
Right?
And he always kind of watch it coming back.
Yeah. Because she has one of those escalator chair things that go up the steps. And you have problems with your knees or your legs, you can't go up and down steps. And they set it to like warp speed.
Yeah. And admittedly, I really felt sorry for her.
Yeah.
Because it's just how she plays it. She's like, oh my God. Yeah. Oh, my heart. Oh. So she's sitting down. She's like, oh God, no. And, then she activates the device.
And
then just shoots up. And then I just love how it just busts. It just breaks through the window of,
her top floor.
Yeah, top floor. And just hit the tree. Perfect. I love that. When I saw that as a kid, that blew my mind. I thought that was badass.
Honestly, it's like, this is one of the first comedy horrors I could think of seeing as a child. Because
me too, yeah.
It's funny, but then you realize that woman is dead.
Yes.
You see how with her legs up there, like on the chair.
Yeah.
And you're like, holy crap, she's dead. But
the camera lingers enough so you see the legs pop out too. Like, wow.
As a kid, I don't think I realized these people were dying. I didn't, because it was just funny to me.
Yeah.
Watching it again as an adult, I'm like, holy crap, that's messed up.
Yeah. You actually hear the DJ himself, Rockin' Ricky. He chose his awesome well, saying like, what's this Waterworld stuff going on, right?
Yeah, you guys stop calling in with this crap,
Yeah. And now we get, in my opinion, the best sequence in the entire movie. The tavern sequence, right? The Dory's tavern sequence. It is just one side gang after the next with gremlin after gremlin, just doing all this crazy stuff.
And it's just so well done.
Well done. The puppetry, the ideas, they had ones playing cards, and Striper's there, and where he get a gun from?
Yeah, because when he's losing and he shoots the gremlin.
He shoots one of them, and then had this chick, one next to them dressed like a drag.
Yeah, wearing drag, and seems to be his girlfriend, I don't know.
You know, what's funny about that is, but it kind of makes no sense.
Yeah.
Is that Kate, because Kate kind of works nights at
It
the bar.
doesn't make
And
sense.
she's just there, like, trying to serve all of them.
Yes.
It's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. And you're like, rah, rah, rah. You know what I mean?
There's the one that flashes her.
Yeah, flashes like, ah. You know what I mean? And she just, like, going at it normal. Like she's not trying to run.
Yeah.
Like, no disrespect to Phoebe Cates, but I find like they just didn't write the character that well.
Yeah.
And they kind of underutilized her. I find that they gave her more
she's
stuff
just
to
a
do
love
in the sequel.
interest kind of thing. But I think, like, I myself watching that, she's just like, why wouldn't she leave? But then you realize the whole bar is packed.
Yeah, with
Gremlins.
Gremlins.
So
Like, why
she's
would
probably just trying to satisfy them until she could find a way out.
I know, but
sort of
still, if your workplace is being overrun by Gremlins and you're still there, like, or wait, don't tell me you're waiting for Billy, right? Please, because they didn't set that up, right? But the best shot is that one Gremlin who's sitting by the table by himself.
In his jazz hat, in his fedora.
With jackets, you hear the blues music, Jack Daniels, and he does it like...
the Butler Jack and a cigarette.
Shit, man. I nearly dead laughing. That was like one of the funniest things I saw.
That's the thing, they all
it
seem
just
to
comes
have,
out of nowhere, but it works.
Yes, they all seem to have specific personalities.
Yeah.
You know, so they, like Gizmo, they each seem to be very aware of who they are.
Yeah. And it's so very 40s to it, very film noir. Yeah, the guy just there like, what a waste, man. My life is going nowhere. And there's no reason why he's like this, but it's just so funny. You even get like this moment where they dance into some disco music where it's just super madness. You see one like, popular locking and doing break dancing. It makes no sense at all, but it's just so funny. They just throwing one thing after the next, right? Like I just wish that whole scene could go on forever. Like I just wish it would just be a whole night of Gremlins and the shenanigans at that tavern, right? But it's kind of stopped because Billy comes in to save the day and get Kate out.
Yeah.
And this one Gremlin who like I don't know, like if he was like from the hood or something, so we have like them hood kind of like mask on.
Yes,
and he has a gun. I don't know if it's the same gun that Stripe has.
Like he's trying to rob them. Oh yeah.
But when I saw that, I was kind of worried. I don't know if I saw it somewhere. But I think some people kind of misread Gremlins as being racist. I don't know where I heard that from.
Yeah, I think I heard that.
Gremlins is representative of black people. In the hood. Yeah. That's who they are. They can't compose themselves. They always making a scene. They always
Rakshas and But I
don't know. But when you saw that one Gremlin, I wonder if somebody think that this is like a critique on black people.
Here's the thing, for me, it's like Rick and Morty. People look for deeper meaning in every single episode, in every single scene. And as Dan Harmon says, sometimes a joke is just a joke, And I feel like maybe Spielberg just wanted to make a messed up movie. Mean-spirited because holidays suck sometimes for some people.
Yeah.
I don't think the Gremlins are meant to be any ethnicity. I don't think I never got that. They're just too random. Their personalities are so multifaceted. I just never got that they're supposed to be stereotypical Asian or black or whatever. They're just monsters. They're just here to mess up the holidays.
That's it.
I get it more as I hate the holidays than anything else, or I'm sick of suburban life or whatever. And I just want to destroy everything.
Exactly, yeah. And then we get the darkest, most messed up Christmas story I've ever heard in my life.
Wow.
And I wonder if that's a reason why the PG-13 rating was established too. Because it is just so sour, boy. So you understand why Kate hates Christmas.
You understand why you think Spielberg hates Christmas. Oh my God.
So in a nutshell, her dad goes missing, after Christmas Eve. They wonder where he is.
Yeah.
2-3 nights in, they and then they realize where he was. He was stuck in the chimney.
And how they realize it is there's a smell coming from the chimney, and they hire somebody Because they
Well, the firemen.
They think it's an animal that died inside there. I was like, oh my God.
And it was her dad dressed, stuck there.
Dressed as Santa Claus with a broken neck. Slipped and broke his neck.
And then she punctuates that. She ended with this last line.
Yes.
And that's how I found out there was no Santa Claus.
It's
slit your wrists, drink some Grabazone. Just end your life right after you hear that. It's like, I don't need to live anymore.
Yeah.
You know, that suicide is the answer, folks.
Yeah.
But after you hear that story, it's like, nah,
it
boy.
is super dark. And it comes out of nowhere. It didn't have to be there. It didn't have to be that dark. You know, to say, well, okay, I hate Christmas. You can say maybe that your dad left. No, it goes into a whole other level of horror.
Yeah, boy.
It's messed up. It's messed up.
And what makes it even greater too is Jerry Goldsmith's music, because he's using Silent Night. Because earlier, I think it was like these carolers, right?
Yeah.
Who were singing Silent Night. And you just hear this really dark and sad version of Silent Night. This I like, jeez, boy. Just end my life, please. Just stop. But I love that moment, and that moment works for me. It still holds up.
Yeah.
But God damn, boy, this is such a depressing story. But I'm sorry. There's nothing else I could say about this, right?
Yeah.
And then we get to a moment that I really enjoyed when I saw it as a kid. Look at it now. I kind of dug deep into it now, right? And this is basically where they go into, when the Gremlins go into the movie theater, right?
I also, for me as a kid, it was my favorite moment.
Yeah.
Because I love movies and the Gremlins love movies. I actually thought it's one of the scenes that stick with you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And, well, from a technical perspective, what I love, though, is that, they show off the craft.
Yeah.
You see the whole house area of the cinema
packed.
just populated by Gremlins. All of this moving about and reacting and stuff, throwing popcorn. But so they just pull up Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, one of the more iconic.
And for some reason, they love this movie.
Yeah, and they're all like, hi-ho, hi-ho, hi-ho.
Yes. It's so odd because even, what was cute is that at that point, Billy and Kate realize they're in the cinema and they're looking at them. And you can hear Gizmo also singing, hi-ho.
Yeah, hi-ho.
So it's like, for some reason, Mogwai seemed to like this movie.
Yeah, and I love Billy's line where it's like, they're watching Snow White. And they love it.
Yes.
It's just so weird.
You know what I wonder though? Is it that maybe because they all originate from Gizmo? Because I can see something as sweet and cute as Gizmo liking Snow White.
Yeah, exactly.
There's no explanation for why the Gremlins would like this movie.
Yeah.
So my wondering is maybe it's something that resonates in them because they're all of Gizmo. And Gizmo likes the movie.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it doesn't make sense. Because I would think they would like some genre action, violent.
Oh,
movie.
yeah, some horror flick or something like that. Like, show a slasher flick.
Yeah.
But no, they watch it old school Snow White.
They're crazy over Snow White. Even Stripe likes it, so yeah.
Yeah. Now, this is me kind of reading into the scene.
Yes.
Hi-ho, and off to work we go.
Yes.
Kind of funny because, you talk about consumerism. People had to work a job, you know what I mean? Like, they had to work a 9 to 5. They don't want to, but they kind of have to if they had to get bills paid, right? So it's just like, if we sing about it, we'll feel good, right? So, hi-ho. That's me reading into it, right? Maybe that's the subtext. I can't tell. I don't know. Maybe Joe Dante just loves Snow White. I don't know, right? Yeah. But I was also thinking about it as a criticism or as a critique, if you will, of Hollywood anytime, when a movie like that will come out. Escapism like that. Yeah. Kind of just escape the bad times. You know what I mean? Just shit in your life now. You come into a cinema, you watch animated dwarfs singing, right? So I don't know. That's just me reading into that, right? So they come up with the idea of burning the cinema down, which is actually what they do. Yeah. At this moment though. And Stripe ended up escaping actually.
Yeah.
So
he left to get candy.
Yeah, he left to get candy.
It was just like he got lucky. Yeah.
Yeah, and it was just like this running guy with him trying to get candy and it wasn't there, right? So he went by this kind of it was like a mall basically. Like it's not really a sporting goods place, but it was a mall basically, right? And they end up, Billy and Kate end up kind of blowing up the place. So the place blows up. So a majority, I guess, all
of them die because it's just Stripe left at that point in time.
Yeah, exactly. So now they're going to hunt down Stripe, right? So I love the moment where you see Stripe on a skateboard. Like they always come with like creative ways of showing
how they move around. Stuff. Yeah, I liked him on the tricycle.
Yeah, you see him on the tricycle. Later on, you'll see Gizmo in this toy car. That was really cool. I love how they set up to where he was watching this old film with Cary Grant.
Yes.
And it plays his mind while he's driving some kind of like racing scene, like a racing car scene.
A chase scene kind of thing, yeah.
Stripe finds a gun, and he's trying to shoot down Kate to them. Yeah. I'm like, all right, now I don't understand if you got the gun there, and that's how he had the gun in the bar.
Yeah.
Like, you found a gun, but didn't you have a gun a few scenes ago? Where you get a gun from? I still don't understand where you get a gun.
In America, everywhere you're going to have guns, I guess.
Billy comes with the idea of just using the lights, to shine out on Stripe. Stripe being at the
water fountain. Water fountain. Phoebe, now I couldn't figure out what Kate was trying to do. Why the hell she was interfering with the PA system?
Yes.
It made no sense. I don't know what she was doing. She's trying to make a loud noise to distract Stripe or whatever. But she sets off the water fountain that's in the mall accidentally. And of course, Stripe sees it and he says water. So because he knows exactly what will happen if he gets wet enough.
Water.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I like that scene where he's holding his own against Billy, so to speak, because he uses a tennis ball machine. And we all know those things coming at you like at 30, 40 miles per hour.
Yeah, them things hurt. I imagine that.
So he basically takes on Billy and then he goes after him with a chainsaw.
Yeah, when I saw that, I was like, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, anyone?
Actually, that's what it is. It's an ode to Texas Chainsaw Massacre that Zach Gallagher and Joe Dante wanted to put in.
Yeah, but Billy, a baseball bat, bro.
Yeah. So
I understand, you get rid of them pesky critters, but...
Stripe actually holds his own against Billy quite well. He does hide from him by hiding among some stuffed toys.
Which are Warner Brothers inspired, of course. You have the Bugs Bunny, you have the Sylvester.
So it shows how smart he is. He's aware that he's smaller and he's not going to try to take on, even with this scene where he's hiding in the Christmas tree and he gets hit. He sees that the others have gotten taken out, so he gets out of there. So Stripe is very smart.
He is.
Yeah. And he knows he needs reinforcement, so he goes to the water fountain.
Yeah. And as he goes, they activate the lights. And, now we're going to be able to read this in the lost acting now. Yeah, like him belting and stuff like that was so realistic. Yeah, like belting. You know what I mean?
It looks really messed up.
It does. Yeah. And I imagine this scene, Dre, would have scared the living shit out of kids.
Yeah.
When the skeleton comes up.
It jumps up, yes. Oh my God.
I was like, yo, whoa.
And it's all gooey and gross.
Like, what was that? Right? And afterwards, everything's kind of back to normal. Because the town is all messed up, right? But the old man comes back for Gizmo. And again, this really, really heartfelt moment where he has to say goodbye to Billy. That was really nice. But I love when the old man was just basically saying, you guys just don't, you don't accept responsibility.
Yes, I love that actually.
That's such a great message.
It's a nice hit to people in general who, because you can buy something doesn't mean you should. And he's
exactly.
Like, so, because the father is like, this is the man I bought it from, and the old Asian man looks to him and says, bought, that's a word, because that's not what you did. You stole it, even though you paid for it.
Exactly.
Because you knew he didn't want to sell it, so you took advantage of the situation, and I think that's why the father was so quick to give it back, sort of thing, but I did like that he explained that he could understand, and I also liked that Gizmo was calling him Dada or he was Papa or something.
Something like that.
Saying, so it showed that the old man didn't just have him locked up in a box, and he actually has a relationship with Gizmo.
Right, and to end things off, I love the last shot where you see the old man, leaving. You shot to the of Kingston Falls and what's left of it, and you hear Randall's narration. That's the end of this weird story. And, back then, I was like, this is like a really cool way to end it. Yeah. But, thinking about it now, I imagine, if kids heard that back then, you'd be like, Mommy? basically what he's saying, if you hear something rattling about, don't be surprised. Just we have a gremlin in your house. I can't remember if I ever bought into it when I was young. Maybe I did. You know what I mean?
I don't think I did. For me, it was just a matter of Gizmo is really cute and the gremlins are really gross.
Yes.
And funny enough, I remember liking Critters a little bit more. Not that I didn't like Gizmo, but I liked the Critters because they were more vicious.
Yeah, well, like I said, and they had a PG-13 rated, right? So
horror fans.
They get away with a lot more.
That's why, The Gremlins they used to gross me out as a kid because they were slimy and scaly and, then they're not attractive.
And they had this kind of like oozy kind of thing that comes out.
Yeah.
It looks like Kalubush, like if you... like if you boil it, it had this kind of look to it, like really nasty.
I remember thinking a girl would never want one of those things to touch me because they seemed like they were always slimy.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
Still love it though. As movies go,
Me too.
Yeah, I still think it's a good movie.
So in closing, because I haven't seen this show in a long while, I was actually surprised at how much I was enjoying it. I was surprised at how much stuff holds up, stuff that I really enjoy, you know what I mean? From the kind of slight stab at Americana, that era to where they are right now in terms of just consumerism and stuff like that, which you explore even further in the sequel.
Right.
Not that much, but it was just more about like automation and stuff like that and how that could go awry, right? But yeah, this is stuff that they touch on. Like, I didn't think that the movie was as deep as all that, right?
Yeah.
But look at it now with mature eyes, like, yeah, boy, this really had a lot to say. Not just about Christmas, but just about life, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not too much to take away from it, right? It is still a very Christmassy movie, but just in a kind of dark nature kind of way, you know what I mean?
To me, it does feel like it's showing you the darker side of the holidays, the side where people don't have enough money to provide for their families, and yet here are people thinking about consumerism, as you put it, right?
And on that, by the way, because like when you think about it, Kingston Falls, what about the citizens of Kingston Falls? Like, what Christmas do they have to look forward to? Because remember, the majority of the show, where the Gremlins take over, is during Christmas Eve, right?
Yes.
So how the Christmas day gonna be?
Yes,
but
But as you said, you have this mother who is begging for an extension on her loan, and then you have this father that could afford to go to Chinatown and drop $200 on a random creature that he finds,
But even he and all struggling too.
And he and all his basically, I think there's a point where that jerk in the bank says that Billy's basically mining his mother and father because his father, being an inventor and a failed one, his father is always out at these conventions. I actually had one with him.
Yeah.
And he saw.
They had one where he saw. I think he lost his space robot. That was awkward though, because he was talking about how may I help you.
It's funny. The time machine from the movie, the time machine is in that scene.
Oh, serious?
And if you look, it disappears, and people are like looking for it. So it's a nice little nod,
Yeah.
But yes, it is showing you the darker side of the holidays. People like Kate, who is dealing with the Christmas always reminds her of loss. It's never going to be a holiday where she feels like she wants to celebrate, especially now with the Gremlins attacking. What about Christmas is so fantastic.
Yeah.
So it's definitely dark, but it's so comedic, and it's so the Gremlins have you laughing so much that it's very easy to gloss over the dark stuff. And I like that a lot about this movie. Because like you said, you watch it as a kid, and it's all about the Gremlins, and then you watch it as an adult, and you see it in a whole different light.
Yeah. Because when you're young, you're just seeing these, these, I was gonna say goopy, these creepy looking, and creatures and whatnot.
Yeah.
Like, the joke is just how creepy they are, right?
Yeah.
But it's like when you get older and you just look at the subtext and everything, it makes a lot of sense, right?
Yeah.
But it doesn't take away from what it is, which is basically,
it enhances it actually. Yeah.
Which is just basically a PG horror comedy, and one that came out around the time, like I say, where horror movies were big, and I just love the callbacks to just the traditional horror, being case in point, seeing with Billy's mom, still badass, but the setup of it is just pure classic horror.
Yes.
And slasher thrown here and there, right? But it just takes the elements of horror and just puts it in this unique fashion, during Christmas. This idea of this little cute creature becoming this, spawning all these evil monsters and whatnot. It was just, I don't want to say it's ahead of its time, but it just did a lot, as far as horror movies go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I would, you're right. I would
like
actually
you say,
categorize this as a horror.
It basically was the birth of all those creatures after that. Like, small creatures.
Yeah, small creatures.
You could probably even argue child's play.
Yes.
You know, in addition to critters and trolls and all these different, Puppet Master.
Yes,
all these different stuff that pop up after
they look innocent and cute and harmless, but when you realize, no, they could kill you, right?
Thinking, something that little could never, yes it could.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, it is dated, of course. I mean, the movie came out in 84, and because they go in for this sort of 50s kind of aesthetic. Yeah. But I still had a blast with this. Like, look at it now. Well. I really enjoy this. Yeah. It is one of my favorite Christmas movies. It's one that I kind of put in the middle between Christmas and anti-Christmas. Because, you know, like I say, anti-Christmas, you'd be like, I don't know, this is not really feeling today. Yeah. We're just popping all Batman Returns or Die Hard, right? But this was more like I could watch this along with, like, say, A Christmas Story. Yeah. By the way, as I bring up A Christmas Story, I realized, like, this is yet another movie, which is funny because this one came out a year after Christmas Story. Where it's like, it's Christmas and all too, but, you know, it's all commercialized now. It's all about toys and stuff like that. Yeah. But you kind of think about the toys and not about the meaning behind it, right? So I like that, you know, movies in the 80s are kind of touching out that. It really shows, you know, some level of foresight and whatnot. But yeah, overall, even if you don't want to read in too much into the subtext, you don't have to enjoy it. I still think this movie is great. I'm actually going to go a lot higher than I expected to. I'm actually going to give this a very, very light 4.5 out of 5. But I really, really dug this. Yeah. I really wish that the sequel could have lived up to it. Yeah. It tried to, but because it was trying to be all satirical about, you know, sequels or whatnot, it didn't really quite work. But, you know, the first one really holds up a lot more, in my opinion. And not to say that 2 is terrible. Yeah. 2 is still decent, right? But this one really holds up.
I think
mainly because it is a horror, you know, because it has that horror element, while this one was just played off of, well, remember what happened in the first one? We're just going to play it more slapstick and satirical, basically, right? And last things last, as he talked before about Ghostbusters getting a part 3, you know, I don't know. I don't know if we ever will get a Gremlins 3, but let me just say this right off the bat. Please, Hollywood, please do not do a reboot or a remake of Gremlins. Please. If you have to do another Gremlins movie, let it be a part 3. Let me see what happened to Billy and Kate. Did they get married? Because they were hinting at it in part 2. Did they get married? What's going on with them? Did they divorce? I don't know, whatever, right? But don't reboot this thing. Please, I don't want to see a remake of this. Yeah. No. Don't tell me about, well, we have, you know, technology and we have VFX artists.
So what? Because at the end of the day...
it's going to lose its charm.
It's going to lose its charm, yeah. There's a reason this works, and it works because of the puppetry.
Exactly.
Right? It's like movies like Labyrinth and Dark Crystal. Yes. If you remake those movies and you add VFX to them, it may look better on the surface, but basically it's a polished turd. It loses that little bit of magic that made you look at these creatures and accepted that these things look like they could be real. Yeah. You know, it's like how adults still go crazy over Cookie Monster.
I love Cookie
Monster. Because you can touch them, that kind of thing. You know, it's not
eyes
CG.
Clearly look like they have this little thing moving about in the eyeball.
Yeah, there's a magic there. But like you rightfully said, you know what? I need to rewatch Gremlins 2 because I remembered it more fondly. Yeah. But in rewatching Gremlins 1 and talking about it with you, I realized that there is a lot. It holds up really well.
It does.
And, you know, I want to see if what you're saying, you know, maybe I'm remembering 2 fondly because I saw it as a kid, but it doesn't hold up as well as 1. Yeah. But I totally agree with you. I would give this a strong 8 out of 10.
Nice.
You know, I rewatched it with Ghostbusters for this, and I enjoyed Gremlins more.
Shockingly enough, you know.
Yeah, surprisingly, I went in thinking Ghostbusters would be the one that I would come out feeling more nostalgia for. Yeah. And it was Gremlins. It really was, you know.
I think it's because Gremlins has this kind of like when you think about it, it has this kind of childish kind of edge to it. Like, well, it's about creatures, you know, pocket creatures. Well, pocket monsters. Get it? Yes. You know what I mean? While Ghostbusters is about, well, 4 guys, you know, busting ghosts. Like, that's badass. But then now it's like, but Gremlins better though. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. But I mean, it's you know what I mean, if you prefer Ghostbusters over Gremlins, that's your opinion, right?
Yes.
But it's just our opinion. Yeah. But this last thing I just want to say about Gremlins in general. Second Gremlins came out in 1990. It's now 2019, folks. There's a reason why they haven't been a Gremlins 3, right? 30 years, or I should say 29 years has passed. No sequel to Gremlins. No trequel, sorry, to Gremlins. Let's keep it that way now, please. Let me just keep the first two where they are, and let me not do a sequel. Or let me not do a remake or a reboot. You know? Any last words on Gremlins?
Well, in terms of, like you said, if they ever were to come out with another one, I really hope it would continue the story and not be a reboot. Let's face it, reboot, remakes, these things are just lazy cash grabs. Nine times out of 10, we do have some solid remakes out there, but 9 times out of 10, it's just what it is. It's a cash grab that's playing on your nostalgia.
Yeah. Sorry, that is what the 2016 Ghostbusters represented, for better or for worse.
I'm thinking Spielberg might be the reason there wasn't a third one, because he still has a lot of power and a lot of say. And if he doesn't want them to do a third one, maybe that's why we never got a third one.
Yeah,
who knows? Who knows?
Like after he win the Oscars, it's like, nah, I can't do this again. I just really can't.
Maybe whatever he was going through when he made Gremlins, he's like, you know what, I'm over that period in my life and I don't want to do anymore. Who knows? But this movie, as it stands, I think it's adorable. I think it holds up really well. I would love to see it get the 4K treatment.
Yes.
It's a strong 8 out of 10 for me. It's my preferred movie.
Right.